If you're still using a traditional sales funnel in your business, agency, whatever you're doing, this video is 100% for you. So I'm going to show you how I plan on attracting users to my software, using my software as a funnel, basically, and then funneling the users in my software into actual paying clients in different other adjacent areas of my business. So basically my new venture is helping people start their personal brand or convert their previous personal brand, their current personal brand, into a revenue generation machine, basically, by installing templates, systems, SOPs, and all the kind of things that I've learned through building my agency up until this point. So that's kind of the new idea with the model. But the question for any starting business owner, anyone new, is how do I get clients? How do I actually convince people to use my thing, my service, my product, and trust me enough to pay me hundreds, if not thousands of dollars to do something for them? So that's where this software funnel comes in. So I'm building a software product. I'm not going to show it on this video, but in my past videos, you can see demos, versions of the software, and it's going to be releasing in a couple weeks. Now I have just over 12 people signed up for the beta right now to test. The software is basically an accountability / goal tracking software with other features, and we're going to be continuously adding new features to it, but it's meant to be as simple as possible and the most direct way for you to hit like a big milestone in your new business and just stay accountable and lock in, basically. So what does this do as a value machine or like a lead magnet, and how can you actually build one yourself? Well, software is a lot like content. It's very scalable and it can reach basically an infinite number of people once you create it once. You build it once and then you distribute it as many times as you want for basically a fixed cost, if not almost free. So software is an incredibly powerful tool, and the barrier to entry is getting so low for anyone who actually wants to start a software product or actually build something of this nature. So SaaF, software as a funnel, is a strategic approach that leverages custom-built or off-the-shelf software to attract / nurture and convert leads into customers. An example of an off-the-shelf software would be like Go High Level, where you can just rebrand it and sell it yourself. That could be a funnel you're using, and that is the value proposition up front. You're giving before you ask for anything in return. That's the other beautiful thing about software, is that you're providing somebody a service that's solving a narrow pain point for them, kind of like a lead magnet, and they can use it infinitely, and in my case, for absolutely free. So if you aren't creating content and you don't have this kind of bank of goodwill, which is what content does, right? You build content, people know you, people trust you, and then it's a compounding kind of snowball effect. If you don't have that, which I'd encourage you to start, by the way, or message me on Instagram if you want to chat about just personal branding and anything of that nature. But if you don't have that, software is another way, or like a free community is another way for you to build that bank of good value and start earning trust from people, from your future customers. I am doing completely free, but there's many examples of freemium software that we all think is really great. Like, I mean, ChatGPT is probably one of the most insane free software. Like, you can just go on and use it for free, or any AI model for that matter. But then you pay and you get a lot more features, right? But I would recommend completely free software to start out with, because it's the lowest barrier of entry to your potential customers. They can just get in, use it. They don't have to pay anything. There's no paywall. There's not a feature that they're like, oh, kind of after, but they don't want to pay 15, 20, 30 bucks a month. Completely free is better. This, I highlighted it because this is one of the most important things on this document. Give as much away for free as possible. And a really good sign that you aren't giving enough away for free is if you don't have a bit of a sick feeling in your stomach, because you're like, fuck, that was such a good idea. Like, oh, I was saving that for my course or my whatever. Give it all away for free. Over a longer time horizon, this will bring in much more business than gatekeeping stuff. So software as a funnel is basically this kind of a new age version. It's not new, but it's a new concept that more and more people are going to start doing. It's a new kind of attraction method, draws users in, very low cost offering or completely free, keeps them engaged. The features need to be interactive on your software. The features need to be usable and very simple, ideally. Complex is worse than simple. And they just it needs to keep people coming back. So there needs to be some sort of recurring mechanism in there that is actually useful over a longer time horizon for people. And then obviously the conversion part. Once they're on your software, If you don't have a product or service that you can kind of upsell them to, that needs to be created ideally, or maybe you want to go all in and make your software paid, whatever you want. But I am going to be building products adjacent to my software or like alongside it that kind of fit with the overall theme, but are maybe more coaching, consulting, one-on-one that obviously you will have to pay me to get access to. But the people who use my software have the goodwill banked with me, so they're going to be more likely to pay than somebody who I just cold called randomly, right? So free tools or calculators like AI image generator for free online. It's not a great example, but still an example. Chatbots, productivity apps with premium features, or in my case, goal setting / accountability / productivity software. Why SaaF? Scalable. You can collect data on your users, but you have to be transparent in your privacy policy, but you get data collection and emails from your users as well to sign on to your newsletter, whatever the case may be. Brand loyalty, as I've been talking about, extremely, extremely important. So how can you actually implement these for your business? Or start to think of ways, start to brainstorm ways that you can start integrating these techniques for a future project, whatever you have down the road. So first step, like a lot of stuff, is just defining your audience and your goals. This helps a ton if you have a previous audience base that you've been serving and have had connections with, ideally over a year or a few months at least. But then you can just go to them and be like, yo, what do you like? What do you guys do? How can I best serve you with a software product? Would you buy this? Would you pay money for this? It's just about asking questions and getting answers and just collecting all that data, logging that data. You need to choose the right type of software. This goes back to asking your community or asking ChatGPT or asking your friends or your parents' friends or anything what they do and what they would pay for. And then you get to pick a lane and just create something. Interactive funnels. You could have a quiz, survey, calculator software. Provide personalized recommendations while capturing user data. Extremely important. So there's a lot of these utility apps out there these days. Task managers, automation tools, or scheduling platforms. These can all be created fairly easily if you have a friend who knows how to code, or if you know how to code, and build out a custom software. And AI can do 60% of the coding these days. Build out something with like a simple AI feature, a simple this, and it will be so low cost for you, but it will attract so many users and it will build your goodwill through the roof. Map out the user journey, the next step. Onboarding, engagement, conversions, all extremely important. And this is an extremely high level overview because this is something that a lot of people aren't going to do because software is still a bit challenging to create at this point. But this goes for anything. Onboarding. How are they finding out about your software? How are they getting into the software? How frictionless is it for them to just sign up and start using it immediately right away? How do you communicate with them while they're using the software? Maybe you have a Slack channel with them. Hey, everything going good in the software? Do you want to recommend features? Blah, blah, blah. This is where the community comes in. Extremely valuable to have a community to go alongside your software, which is something that I plan to do in the very near future when it comes out. Engagements. Offer features that solve specific problems or create aha moments. It doesn't need to be complex. You are not reinventing the wheel at all. My software is literally just a wrapper of like a productivity framework that I've been using over the past year. It's all it is. It's extremely simple. And then, as I've been saying, create upsells, limited features unlocked with payment, discounts or bonuses for subscribing early. There's a lot of techniques and things you can do here. So the barrier to entry is for sure getting lower, but coding is still by far the best and most powerful way to create a comprehensive platform that will just stand the test of time. But if you want to just prototype quickly, Bubble, Webflow, or Glide for rapid prototyping, you can get on there and learn within like a day. 12 hours, you could probably build something. Automation tools, Make, Zapier, HubSpot for funnel integration, right? Analytics, Google Analytics is the best. Stripe, bonus points, code it yourself. This is another thing. Go to a local college, university, and convince a computer science major if they want to partner with you and get equity in your app if it blows up, or just be your partner. Convince them on your vision, right? Another highlighted piece here, you do not need to know how to build a house. You just need to know how to hire a good carpenter. Pretty simple. And then here are just some more best practices, right? So guys, really short video. I just wanted to keep it quick, but this is something that you are going to be seeing a ton of in the future moving forward. More personal brands are going to emerge, and hopefully I'll be helping a ton of people create their personal brand. That's my goal moving forward. And you're going to see a lot more of the SaaF method, the software as a funnel, a software converting into a community or a paid subscription or coaching or consulting, whatever that looks like. There's a ton of different routes you can go with that. But I'm predicting that for 2025, personal brand and SaaF is going to be two big emerging things. And I just wanted to cover the SaaF method because that is the exact thing I'm using and give you guys a bit of a heads up and hopefully get the juices flowing in your brain. Maybe you just came up with some ideas watching this video, perhaps not. But with that being said, thanks so much, guys. First link in the description if you want to sign up for the software beta. I'm going to stop this video and I'm going to go back to working on the software.